Did you launch
I
a
just
teddy bear at him?
teddy-beared that guy to face, to death. To face.
To
It hit him in the
face.
face. I teddied him to face. I teddied him in the face to death. Yes. Good speaking words. Alright, down we go. Let's kill some darkspawn. Let's stop them creeping back up into the keep. So I can't get hurt, but nor can I attack anyone. Never mind, I got knocked the fuck down. Oh, I haven't had to load from a fail in quite a while, but that was intense. Holy shit. Oh, you need to get up for starters. Shut you down, because you're too slow to drink, you doofus. There we go, finishing move. Yes, get him. Oof. Well, that was a big fight. That's the biggest fight we've had in a while.
Ah, so you're a funny human.
I'm a funny human. Wish I was a funny human. Right, cool. Let's take a moment to process all that.
Thorns in their commander's side. Rebels who play by their own rules.
I've been suspended 1 time, retired 2 times, and kicked off the force 3 times. I'm getting too old for this. But something always drags you back. The city needs me.
It's so cute and adorable. I love it. Got peeps. Nice fire.
Which was almost as much fun as leaving a bag of flaming dog shit on their doorstep.
Wow, this is... Ooh, you got your own seat over there. Very good. Yeah, that's it. A bit of percussive maintenance.
Oh, if it's so mystical and shit, why the co-pilot? Extra support.
Awesome machine. I can see why they got such a boner for it. Try and kill the meat, save the metal. There it is. Free car. Oh, and a legendary behind it. Yeah, hypercar.
Good morning, night city, a day in the life. I was on my own, catching a ride.
And other organs.
Phrasing.
So what's wrong with it?
How should I put this? It's lost its jewels.
Ah, there it is.
Somebody stole the testicles off a statue.
No ordinary statue, mind you. The sole monument made using a cast of the great Reginald's own genitals. Certified and authenticated.
What the fuck?
Sprung direct.
I think this is the way we go. There is a chance I'm doing it wrong, but... Wow, this has gone terribly. Ah, absolute fail. Where do you get this like-new armor from, though, dude?
Oh, here and there. Look, that's really not important.
Alright, bring it on, dickhead. Okay, what do we want to do?
For 65 years, I have ruled this empire. Generals and kings have knelt at my command. But a darkness comes. The blood tide rises. These are the closing days of the Third Era. And the final hours of my life.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. This is Nerdedness. I'm Shade. How are you doing? Apologies, we had a late start. I've not had a good day. Been unwell this morning, and then had back issues this afternoon, and headache issues this evening. But it's fine. We're going to soldier on. I can't not play Oblivion. I can't not keep up my streamage. Let's go, huh? So yes, let's do another episode of Oblivion Remastered. Let's load on in. Tonight's session is going to be a little bit shorter. But we'll still have some fun, happy exploration times, hopefully. How's everyone else doing? Tabby, how you doing? We might even get Frosty tuning in at some point, hopefully in the near future, hey? Now, I had to fight a boar on my way earlier. So, we are starting off tonight. Going to tackle Aleswell. This is something that's actually good to do early in your playthrough. Because it gives you access... Ooh, hello. Are you friendly? You do not look friendly. Who the hell are you? Why are you wearing armor like mine? Alright, come on, bring up.
That's the best you can do.
Oh man, this is...
Jump on my sword while you can.
Why is everyone wearing mithril armor? Don't hit my horse. Why are you hitting the horse? Actually, I have seen this a bit. If I've got other friendlies nearby, sometimes they'll go and attack them. There we go. Good job, team. But the arena's the opposite. The arena, they only go after you. So yeah, in between streams, I've done a few things. I haven't done a lot of prep, but I did a little bit of grindy stuff. Somehow ended up with a set of mithril armor, which is not too bad. So what have we got here? That's... See, this shit's too heavy. That's probably worth grabbing to sell. Same with the boots, hey? Alright. And I've got a new healing spell that should hopefully do a bit more. Yes. Heal us up. Alright. Onwards we go. So, Tabby, how was the weekend birthday? Happy fun times. Is that a bear? That is a bear. Is he friendly bear? He is not a friendly bear. Man. Why is everyone so hostile? Stop hitting my horse! Everything wants to hit my horse! Oh, now you're gonna pay attention. Oof. Horse has done a runner. The absorbing spell is not doing as much as I'd hoped, so I'll have to work on that in the near future. Anyway. But Tabby, it was good dinner. Too many cocktails, worth every minute. Excellent. That's what it's all about. Alright, come on, horse. We are trying to make our way by heading southwest of where we are. To the little quaint spot of Aleswell. Ooh, we get the classic music kicking in. I haven't actually checked how big the soundtrack is for this, because sometimes I feel like it gets repetitive. Not in a... well, only in a bad way, in that it gets stuck in your head. Where are we? We need to keep going west. The other thing we need to do is turn off the fog. Oh, that looks so much better. I don't mind... oh, I don't hit my horse! Stupid imp. Good job. A little bit of fog in the wilderness, in the distance, is actually a good thing. The problem is, it's so thickly implemented that even indoors in a small room, it's filled with fog. I don't know if they're going to change it in upcoming patches, but we'll have to see. So Bright's, yeah, I agree with Bright. When you've got lots of things to choose from, there is no bad choice. And you got to do them justification, right? You got to do them justice. You got to make it worthwhile. You can't leave all these glorious cocktail options unexplored, untested, untasted. That's just ridiculous. few frames there. I do need to experiment. I've read recently that switching to... Actually, why don't we do a quick test now? I've heard that switching to software luminosity actually runs a lot better. Only minor downgrades. It's hard to tell though. Where's some water? That's what would really, yeah, because that's definitely boosted my frame rates again. See, all the reflections still look amazing. Let's leave it like that for a bit. See how we go. I hate the way the horse works. There we go. You face backwards, it tries to make it easier by changing your steering as if you were driving forwards to follow the camera. Not what we want. Alright, good job, horsey. And since we're here...
What is it?
Oh, where is... Oh, aha, hello. Invisible. This is not a game bug.
We have a small problem that we hope you can help us with. You may be wondering why you can't see me.
Yeah.
We are all wondering the same thing.
Yeah, this is not a bug. This is this is the intention. This is the quest. So, what happened to you, poor sir?
Everyone in Aleswell suddenly became invisible several weeks ago. It was sort of fun at first, but the novelty is definitely worn off now. You can imagine how difficult it is to run an inn while invisible. Once you get a reputation as a haunted inn, you can just forget about it. So we've all been keeping quiet, hoping the spell will wear off. But we're running out of patience. We're sure it was Ankatar's doing. We can't find him. If you can help us, we will be extremely grateful.
Who is Ankatar?
He's a wizard who took up residence in the ruins of Fort Caractacus a couple of years ago. He's caused us no end of trouble with his magical experiments, but nothing as bad as this. We've tried to find him, but had no luck. If he's still living in the fort, he's hiding from us, and no wonder. If you could find him and get him to remove this cursed invisibility, we will all be in your debt.
All right. Tell us more about Ankatar.
We're pretty sure he's still hiding out in Fort Caractacus, although he never answers when we've tried to find him.
All right. What can you tell us about Fort Caractacus?
It's just to the southeast of here. Follow the path down the hill, but watch out for the invisible monsters that infest the ruins.
Okay, awesome. All right. Let's check it out.
Bye.
After I harvest all of your farm ingredients for making potions. It's the least you can do. So yes, this is a good quest to do early in your playthrough, because it gives you access to this inn here. And it's also kind of funny. And we've harvested all the things. Yes, we have. Okay. Zero visibility, it's called. Let's go, horsey. To Fort... Oh, hang on. There we go. We've got it stuck in reverse. Hang on. Put the camera around. There we go. So, Tabby, have you considered maybe giving this game a go yet, or not yet convinced? Let's head down this way. This fort is ridiculously close. Like, that's a crazy level close. Alright. Time to start sneaking. See what we can find. What time is it here, by the way? It is 7 PM. So it's going to start getting dark.
Go away! I don't want whatever you're selling.
I'm not here to sell anything. I'm here to fix the invisibleness. Although this guy's going to be hard to find if he's also invisible. Interesting little camp you've got here. Ankatar's Journal. 12th of Rain's Hand. Today I begin my great project on the spontaneous generation of life. Oh, that's impressive. I expect that there will be difficult days ahead, but if I succeed, my place among the great mages of history will be assured. Next, was it the 23rd? Still not able to even reproduce pedocils results with maggots. I'm beginning to think his reputation is overblown. 3rd of the 2nd seed, Turdest. Fucking hell, this name. Empedocles was right. The mistranslation of sunlit to scorching heat explains my earlier problems. From now on, I will only work in the original Daedric despite the risks. Fridas. Somewhere in mid-2nd seed, he's lost track of the days. Local peasants came by to complain about the noise. I promised them that all that was behind me. A pleasant if dull-witted crew. Maundus, I think. So Monday, he thinks. The experiment today went better than expected. Although the number of rats reproduced was surprising, they were all remarkably docile, just as Mullen predicted. Although only I have ever proven it empirically. Midas. Villages again, more complaints. You would think they'd never seen a rat before. They're starting to become a real nuisance. I've run into a terrible snag. Galarian's 9th law appears immutable. If the total life generated cannot exceed the cube of the source, this line of research may prove a dead end. I must reread Empedocles for any hint he was able to circumvent this barrier. Next day. The locals are becoming insufferable. Whilst I was walking in the woods, some of them broke into my laboratory and spilled the solution I was preparing. Nearly a full quart of purified imp gall wasted. They did not seem to grasp the absurdity of a crowd of unwashed peasants with dung on their boots complaining about the smell. It is well past time I did something about this problem. 2 days later, I dug up the notes from my permanent invisibility thesis. No time like the present to put the theory into practice. Today, the spell worked. Not perfect invisibility, of course, Vanto's 3rd law, but it was more powerful than I expected, and there were none of the side effects that Professor Traven had predicted. Oh, he's in the Arcane University. Haha, even in my youth, I was already outstripping my elders. Now I can get back to my real work in peace. Alright, so he's trying to do some stuff. Trying to create life. A bit like a Frankenstein of sorts. What have we got? More books. Hello? Where are you?
I told you to leave me alone.
Oh, hello.
Oblivion take you. What is it you want from me?
The invisibility spell, dude.
Yes, I have been working on a new invisibility spell. As you can see, it works quite well. Why?
You've infected the whole area of Aleswell.
Oh, really? Everyone in town?
Yes.
That must have been what all the shouting was about a few weeks ago. I'm afraid I was engrossed in an experiment that required my full attention.
I'm sure
you
did.
See, in order to increase the efficacy of the spell, the radius was likely to approach the... Oh, never mind, I don't mean to bore you.
Just tell me... Oh, no. Not at all. Tell me more, please.
Ah, a fellow mage.
Mm-hmm.
Please excuse my rudeness earlier. I find most people extremely tedious, completely ignorant of the arcane.
Of course.
I came out here to get some privacy for my research.
Naturally.
Instead, I was constantly bothered by the local peasantry. The explosions are scaring the sheep, or a plague of rats ate all our crops. Every day, another complaint. No understanding of the pitfalls of experimental magic. Finally, I decided that permanent invisibility was the only way to get some peace and quiet. I know you're about to quote Vanto's 3rd law. Don't worry. I have not actually found a way to violate the conservation of perception. The invisibility is not actually permanent. You can tell the villagers not to worry. It will wear off eventually.
Eventually? How long is eventually?
Well, in a year or two, maybe a bit more. There's no way to be absolutely sure. That's the exciting thing about basic research.
Yeah, they can't wait for a whole year, dude.
Really? I find being invisible quite refreshing. But if it will get everyone to leave me alone, fine. I did work out a counterspell last week. If I can just put my hand to it. Ah, here. Stand in the center of town to make sure you get everyone. Oh, and make sure... Never mind. It should be fine.
What else can you tell me about the invisibility spell?
I am sorry about that. Just use the reverse invisibility scroll I gave you.
Okay, and the reverse invisibility spell?
Yes, just read the scroll in the middle of town. It should work. Although, just in case, it might be best if you wore this ring while you were casting the spell. I make them myself, very useful for this kind of research. Not that I think anything will go wrong. Serious side effects are highly unlikely.
Yeah, unlikely. Probably fine. Probably. All right. Thanks, Ankatar.
Goodbye.
Oh! They have no appreciation for magic research. Yeah, dude, because you're impacting everyone around you. Ugh. Standard high elf behavior. Alright, put Ankatar's ring on. Grab our horse. Ride all the way back up to town. As the sun starts to set. Cross Cyrodiil. Did you stop? Keep going. They've implemented, like, more realistic handling of heights or hills in this game, which is kind of cool. Except for when you're trying to run uphill. Holy shit, does it get slow. I don't want realism. Well, I want some realism, when it's convenient. Doesn't mean having the high ground does give you a genuine advantage in battle. So that's kind of cool. I was coming here to save. Center of town, you say. Somewhere in the middle of the farm here. Yep, that looks good. Where do we find it? It is in reverse invisibility. We equip it, and then we cast it. Okay, I've used the scroll Ankatar gave me, and the people of Aleswell are once again visible. Dirham Serethi would probably like to congratulate me on my success. All right. Good job. Here we go.
Thank you, thank you. I can't tell you how good it feels to be able to see myself again. My sisters, on the other hand, I wouldn't mind if they had stayed invisible. Ah, me. Friend, you are welcome at the Aleswell Inn anytime, free of charge.
Excellent. So this is why you do it, because you get a free bed with some free safe storage in this inn as a result. Okay, so, yeah, how's that whole business with Ankatar?
We haven't seen him since that whole invisibility mess. I hope it stays that way.
What about the bed?
There's never any charge for you, friend. Upstairs, first door on the left.
Thank you very much. All right, have you heard any rumors?
Blackwood isn't so bad once you get used to the flies, and being lost all the time, and the zombies, and will-o'-the-wisps.
Will-o'-the-wisps? All right. Oh, well, thanks, Dirham.
Goodbye.
Has everyone else bounced back?
What is it?
Why have some of you not...
You look like a bright one.
Uninvisible. There's a dog and...
Hey, you're the one made us visible again, right? Good show.
Except you're bugged out, I think, dude. Ankatar.
Don't get me wrong. Some of my best friends are elves. But self-important jerks like Ankatar give them all a bad name. Goodbye.
Is it because it's no? I'm gonna have to load because I don't know if that's bugged out. All right. Oh, I think I saved after I cast it. Well, we can just try it and see what happens if we step in. Is everyone visible?
Have you talked to Ankatar yet? Can he make us visible again?
I haven't... Alright, let's try this again. I have a reverse invisibility spell.
Ankatar gave you a scroll to get rid of the invisibility? Fantastic! What are you waiting for? You too.
Greetings.
So everyone in here, including the dog, is very invisible. Okay. So have I not cast it? Reverse invisible. Did it work? Did it get everyone this time?
Thank you. I can't tell you.
Okay.
That. You too.
Look at the muscles on you. Questions?
Yes, questions. Why fail so much? Why everyone not visible again? Let's just step in and out and see if it's worked. Otherwise, yeah, awesome. A game bug has arrived. Hey, no, that's good. They're all looking correct now. Excellent. And then, okay, cool. So that did work. So we can come up here. There's no doors in this old rickety inn, but you get a free bed and you get free safe storage here as a result. That's why you do it early on. Dirham.
Ah, the savior of Aleswell.
Yes.
Whatever you need, I'm at your service.
Great. Have you heard any rumors?
Blackwood isn't so bad once you get used to the flies and being lost all the time. And there's
Yeah, you did say that. All right, thank you.
You too.
Let's talk to the others down here. Ernsey.
You really enjoy this whole hero thing, don't you?
Sometimes.
Everybody fawning all over you.
Sometimes.
I'm not like that.
Okay, what's your thoughts on Ankatar?
If he's smart, he'll keep out of my way. High elf, and a mage to boot. The worst kind of arrogance.
Knew he was a high elf. Any rumors that you've heard, Ernsey?
I don't like you and don't want to talk to you.
That's one hell of a rumor. Snobby bitch.
Just go away.
Fucking hell. You're welcome, by the way. Fuck. Rude. The doggo looks happy, at least. Alright, Sakipa.
We'll never forget how you saved us from Ankatar's crazy magic. What can I do for you?
Geez, the Argonians and the Khajiit look so good in this remaster. They've gone from looking the most horrid to I think they're probably the best looking races in this game now. What are your thoughts on Ankatar?
I say live and let live. It was an unfortunate accident, and he helped make it right. Others in the village are not so forgiving, though. I don't blame him for keeping to himself.
Okay, cool.
Goodbye.
How about you, Shagroll?
Hey, you're the one made us visible again, right?
Yep.
Good show.
What are your thoughts on Ankatar?
Don't get me wrong. Some of my best friends are elves. But self-important jerks like Ankatar give them all a bad name.
Yeah, elves don't have a good reputation in this universe. Have you heard any cool rumors?
You've seen way shrines in the wilderness. Those who've pleased the Nine may receive blessings of willpower at the way shrines of Mara.
Okay, thanks.
Take care.
And who's a cute doggo that we can't talk or do anything with, but very good. And the other sister.
It's you. My brother goes on and on about you.
Yeah.
I know you saved us and everything.
Yes.
But it does get tiresome after a while.
Yeah. All right. What do you think of Ankatar?
Typical Ultima. Thinks the whole world is made for his convenience. If I had my way, we'd go down there and burn him out. Let him find some other place for his little experiments.
Any rumors?
You're talking to me, and I don't like you. Goodbye.
Also rude.
Stop talking. Enough.
Oh, both of these ungrateful, arrogant sisters. Ah. You watch yourself, Missy. Don't need to be like that. So rude. Such dicks. All right.
Oh, hello.
Hello, yes. All right, let's go on our horsey horse. Now, let's go back down to Fort, whatever it's called. Caracas. See if Ankatar's got anything else to say, and then wonder if there's... Nope, we want to go down here. I wonder if there is something to explore. Typically, most ruins have some kind of mini dungeon at least, with some kind of adventure and, you know, loot to be had. Let's see. Is Ankatar still invisible? That's the question. Now, is he in his little living area here? No. Oh, athletics upgraded. And quickly check what happens if we put... onto... No idea where he is. He must still be invisible. Or he's inside the fort? Ow. I don't have a detect life spell either. I don't think. Hunter's Sight. Oh yes, there we go. Vampirism. There he is. He is in his little area. Hello, Ankatar.
What can I do for you?
Aleswell is all fixed.
I'm glad you were able to help them. I would have done it myself, but I like being invisible. Besides, I don't know if they'd have been happy to see me.
They would not have been happy to see or unsee you. Anything else you can say about the invisibility spell?
I'm glad to hear that the villagers aren't invisible anymore. It will make it easier for me to avoid them.
All right.
Good day.
That's done. Let's sit here with our spells still ticking over that we can't get rid of. Now, there was a door down here by the stairs. There it is. Let's explore Fort Caracas. Caracas. Oh, we gotta break our way in. Easy. Okay. No idea what we're going to find. It may not be much, but it's still fun to explore. I don't know what it is about the likes of Oblivion and Skyrim. Hell, even ESO. It's just fun to explore and see what you run into. Are you friendly? I would suggest you are not friendly. Headshot. Oh, you've summoned a... Jeez. You've summoned a caitiff. And where did that come? How many summons have you got, bro? Is this another one? No, it's another conjurer. 2 conjurers. Switch weapons, please. There we go. Good job, Skelly. Take out the conjurer and the summon will despawn. Where's the other conjurer? Don't worry about that one. There's one down here somewhere. Nope, I've lost him. Is it just the flame atronach? Surely not. Ooh, I can level up again. Suck that life. That's the shot. Take those fire salts. All right. What's in here? A creaky door. Lots of chests to pick. Yoink. Iron helmet. Steel bow. Iron arrow. None of those particularly good. I tend to go, when I'm looting things, of a weight to gold ratio of at least 10. So it's got to be worth at least 10 gold per kilo or pound or unit of weight. That's my approach. Dark. We killed everything? We might have killed everything. Something back here. Nope. 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 Okay, also nope. Okay, lots and lots of hallways. Bloody hell. That takes us back outside. Oh, hello. A scamp. You're an actual Daedra, too. Where did you come from, cheeky little bastard? Okay, he's down. Nope, nothing there. Bust this open. None of that's worth anything. How about the chest? Yep, we'll take all of that. We came through here, yeah? I think. We'll check the map. Okay, apparently we may have explored everything already. Well, that was not very eventful. It's a magic fire. We can't loot anything from that. Look around the scamp. Double check up here. Yep. Back out to the Heartlands we go. Okie dokie. That's fine. Well, how are we doing for time? It is midnight in game. Oh, that's the wrong button. Oh, something wants to fight. Oh, it's an invisible wolf. We were warned about invisible wolfies. Jesus, this guy hits hard. And now he's gone. Alright, our Thieves Guild current quest is... We have reached my goal, so I've stolen and fenced enough items, so Armand Christophe may now have another quest for us. Let's go. Hopefully it's not too late by the time we arrive at the waterfront. Time passes very fast in this game. It says 3 AM. It might be too late. Let's see. I don't see a dude standing here with a torch. Nope, he's gone. What if we kick down his door? Nope, that's not his house. This one? Nope. It's one of these, isn't it? Over here. Come on.
Good to see you again.
Thank you. Special jobs.
You know better than to contact me here. Meet me at the usual place, Dariloth's garden, at midnight.
He did not like that. All right, see you.
Shadow hide you.
Yeah. This is unfortunately frustrating and outdated game design where you must interact with NPCs for certain things in a particular time and place, which makes sense for some things, like if it's a shopkeeper and their shop is closed because it's the middle of the night. But if it's just talking to a dude about stuff, it really shouldn't matter if you're in the privacy of his own home or in a meeting place around the corner from his own home. Man, that looks good, doesn't it? One of the moons. I don't know if that is Secunda. What's the other moon? I can't remember. Something into... Oh, did it just change phases? You can see it moving and setting. Absolutely beautiful. We do need to level up at some stage as well. Oh. What I do want to do is to buy us a house. So I think you can buy the shack here. I probably don't have enough gold yet though, because I think it's like 2,000 gold or something. So I can't do that yet. Alright, it is 4:30. Let's give it a couple of hours. Then let's go see how much it costs to buy a house in the waterfront here. Oh, vampirism stage 2. Okay, market district, please.
How goes it?
I heard people saying they ran into goblins around here not long ago.
I've been better.
You have?
Me too, fellow NPC. Alright, I went to the wrong spot. I think it must be over here.
Imagine it.
Uh-huh.
Be seeing you.
Anvil is all in an uproar. First the chapel attacked. Now the
So in here, I think, is where we can go. The Imperial something something commerce something.
Yes?
Hello.
Venencia Melisea, Office of Imperial Commerce.
Very good.
You got complaints? Of course you got complaints. Who doesn't?
I'm more interested in buying a house in town.
I don't trust you enough to talk about that.
Really? What if we do some persuading?
All right.
Okay, so she likes jokes, not coercing, a little bit of boasting. Nope, she likes admiration and jokes. All right, let's give that a flippy flip.
Blow away. It's good of you. Where did you get that? That's good.
Ah, shit.
I doubt it.
All right, let's give that another spinsy doodle.
Blow away. Thank you. I like that a lot. I doubt it.
How good do we have to get with our rating?
It's good of you.
Admire,
Where did you get
joke.
that? That's good.
Spin.
That's cute. I doubt it.
70's pretty good. Now can we buy a house? Do you like us enough?
Why? I mean, of course. All I have available right now is a hovel on the waterfront.
Oh, I don't think I'm ready to buy.
That's okay. I'm sure I can find a buyer soon.
I don't think you will, but thank you.
Bye.
2,000 gold for that.
How are
I've been better.
Alright, well, we do need to go and have a proper rest. Let's head on over to the waterfront and just crash for a little while.
Are you not feeling well?
No, I'm good, thank you. I just have a minor case of the vampirisms. We'll level up too. A little bit overcasty today. The lighting changes so much depending on the weather in this game. It's really well done. Makes you really love when it's bright sunshine though. Okay, we want it to be 12 hours will be 10:30. 14 hours will be nearly 12:30. Let's do that. We haven't slept for a couple of days, so this will do us some good. I was going to say, we're going to level up, aren't we? Alright, I'm going to punch in... We want more agility now to get our bow skills buffed. Endurance as always for more health. And intelligence for more mana. Alright, Armand is standing here, fully dressed with his torch. Hello.
Good to see you again.
Okay, what special jobs might you have?
The guild has received a request to obtain a unique statuette. It is a bust of Lefasa Indaris, the recently slain Countess of Ceydenhall. You will be paid a modest sum.
Right.
Do you want this job?
Well, yeah.
Excellent. Bring it back to me once you have it.
Okay. I don't get any other info. Okay, any other rumors, Armand?
If there's a complaint about a merchant, speak to Venetia Miliceia.
I have already met her, actually. Just before. Alright, thanks, dude. Quests. The Elven Maiden, Armand of the Thieves Guild, has asked me to steal the bust of Lefasa Indaris from Ceydenhall. They will pay 100 gold. That is not a lot of gold, good sir. But we will head there, I guess. We shall just fast travel because we're on a mission. We'll do some exploration in between the cities in the near future. You really should run between the cities at some point if you haven't. Don't just fast travel all the time. Oh, and it's nighttime. That might work too well. Oh, it's 5 AM. People are going to start waking up. Let's see what we can do in here. Sometimes it's better to do the thieving at nighttime. Don't know where we are going, though. Someone's house through the gap. It's a lockpick. Random lockpick in a barrel outside. And one random gold coin. Are you a beggar? You could probably do with that gold coin. It's back there, it's saying now. What the hell? Steal it from Lefasa. Oh, we gotta ask the beggars for... Ah, well, let's have a little cheeky vampire feed whilst we're here. And num 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 num. And... Oh, that woke him up. Hello.
Have mercy. One more coin and I can get a pair of shoes.
Keep your voice down, it's echoing out here. Have a coin.
Thank you, kind sir.
What can you tell us about the bust of Lefasa Indaris?
Sure, I've heard about it. What's it worth to you?
15 coins?
Count Indaris recently commissioned a bust of Lefasa. They say the elves carved it. He put it near her tomb in the chapel undercroft. He
Right.
also posted a guard so that her tomb wouldn't be disturbed.
Of course.
Used to be anyone could visit her, but now it's off limits to the public.
Okay.
There's a rumor going around that the undercroft may be haunted.
Ooh. Anything else you can tell us about the bust?
Count Indaris recently commissioned a bust of Lathasa. They say the elves carved. He
All right,
also-
so you're going to say the same thing again. Okay, cool. Any other rumors?
I hope Otessa is taking care of herself. She's a gifted healer and spends all her time helping others.
Cool. Thanks.
Blessings of Archay upon ye.
Undercroft of the chapel. Ah, so we got to sneak into the temple. All right, well, let's give that a go. It's in her tomb. Okay, all right. Well, let's try it. Undercroft, here we go. But he said there was a guard. Or maybe the guard's inside here. Yep, that looks like a guard person. Okay. Question is, do I have invisibility potions? No. Can I make an invisibility potion? Well, sneak is pretty good. It's not showing up as an option to filter on, so I'm going to assume I don't have any ingredients to do it. Alright, well, I'm to just get sneaking then. On the way down here, eh? We'll take the jewelry. It's not in there, though. Ooh. My attack has no effect. Let's use a silver dagger, then. Why do you look like you're a digital hologram? I'm going to double check changing my ray tracing settings back on. Is that why? Is that why?
Part where you fall down.
Nope, doesn't seem to be. Oh shit! Hang on, we've got to. Oh, the guard is here too. Okay, we have definitely messed this up. Let's try that again, shall we? I'm guessing I have to take out the spirit to get the bust, but I don't want to have to fight the guard. Alright, silver dagger. Shit. And now I hit the guard. Alright, I'm not sure how to handle this one. Oh, there's the bust. That's what I'm supposed to steal. It's not in the tomb. It's right there. Silly bastard. I have the bust. Cool. We just take the bust. We will not aggravate the spirits or the guard. Sounds good. What if we do take it and just manage to stay hidden? Can we pull it off? Can we do a sneakification? It's hovering right in the doorway. Sneak behind the weird hologram looking thing. Oh, it found us. But it won't follow us out here. It might follow us out here. I have a red thing on the compass. Alright, well... we fight you out here. How's that gonna look? Alright, those weapons have no effect. Silver is the only way to go. I'll change weapons whilst attacking. There we go. Did you take out my skelly? Okay, silver weapons fighting a ghost. Let's heal. Ah, it's Lathatha's spirit. Not some random ghost either. Do we get anything good? Nope, not really. Alright, Skelly, let's go. Back to Armand. We have the loot. Oh, does it have to be nighttime to give it back to him as well? That's so annoying. The real interesting Thieves Guild stuff happens later. Ooh. The waterfront is crawling with Imperial watch. They are all looking for Armand Christoph. I'm sure he won't show at midnight. Dariloth's garden is too hot. I'll need to find out where he's hiding. Maybe one of the other Thieves Guild members knows. I have to start asking around for them.
Have you seen Armand Christoph? No, sir. Please don't hurt me.
Interesting. I was going to say, well, these quests are boring, but they got a little bit interesting right about now. Do I have this quest active? I do. You're not a Thieves Guild.
How goes it?
Oh, you're an outlaw?
You can call me Halad the Outlaw, because
okay.
I'm on the lam.
Right, okay. Where is Armand?
He's in hiding. I hear Mithridel is looking for you, though.
Okay. Where is Mithridel? You're not going to tell me about Mithridel. What about this Hieronymus Lex Guard captain person? What do you think about him?
He is captain of the Imperial Watch.
Hmm.
He is pursuing a personal vendetta against the Thieves Guild and the Grey Fox.
Yes.
I heard the Grey Fox personally humiliated Lex years ago when he tried to arrest Armand Christoph for theft. Lex has never forgotten it.
Okay, thanks.
Shadow hide you.
Where am I going to find Mithridel?
Any sign of
Oh, Amusai, the other guy.
We'll get him. Armand Christoph. Nothing so far.
They really are everywhere.
Thank goodness I found you.
Here she is.
I assume you know that Hieronymus Lex has issued an arrest warrant for Armand Christoph.
I have seen that, yes. Where is he?
He is in hiding.
Of course.
Armand is accused of stealing the bust of Lathasa Indaris from Shadenhall. They say Count Indaris himself filed the charges.
Okay, what do I do with the bust then? Because I have it.
There never was a client that commissioned the guild to steal Lathasa's bust. Armand used you to flush out an informant that infiltrated the guild.
Right. That is tricky. So who is the informant then?
Mivrina Arano. Now Armand needs your help to neutralize her. You are going to pin the theft of the bust on Mivrina. She lives in the waterfront.
Okay. How?
Plant the bust in her cupboard. Make sure she doesn't see you.
Right.
Then go tell Hieronymus Lex that she is the thief. He probably won't believe you, so you may have to persuade him. Hopefully, he will at least go and check it out.
All right, then that's what we'll do.
Shadow hide you.
No sign of Armand Christoph, sir.
Lucky
Nothing so
Hieronymus here couldn't hear that. So in here, I think is where we go. Then I'm gonna pause for a second. I'm gonna change my display settings back. Try it back on that software race tracing. It does run faster, and it still looks really good. It's really hard to tell if there's a difference. We're ray tracing. Yeah, I can't tell. Alright, let's go with software because it runs so much faster. And then why don't we buff some of these other options here? Effects and cloth quality. Air quality. Try that. Yep. Alrighty. Let's break into Irvina's house. Why have we... Oh, never you mind. Go away. Who's watching us now? Oh.
What is it?
There was a guard legging it. Is it these guys?
Sorry.
I need the squinty eye. Oh, it was squinty for a second. That's it. That'll work. The subtle rattle of lockpicks and falling tumblers is music to your ears. Your skills have made you an expert of security. Well, the skeleton key is a big part of that success. Alright, apparently she's having a good old snooze over here. The bust is in the cupboard, now to tell with that windbag Lex about it. Let's give her a cheeky vampire feed whilst we're here. Out we go.
Have you seen Armand Christoph?
No
Don't worry.
sign of him.
We'll get him.
No sign of him, sir. We'll get him, don't you worry. Hello, sir.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm in the middle of an investigation?
Well, about that investigation, I'm assuming it's about the bust of Lethasa Inderis.
You know where the bust is hidden?
My Werner Arano has it.
Your credibility is suspect. You'll have to do better than that to persuade me.
I will do some persuading. He likes jokes, coercion, hates boasting, and admiration. All right.
Yes, yes, whatever you say.
Well, that was a little too enthusiastic there, Hieronymus.
You're a good one. Don't be silly.
All right.
Yes,
Coercion.
yes, whatever you say. Was that supposed to be a compliment? Good one. You're a big fat liar.
That's pretty good.
Not bad. No more. You're frightening me. I'm not buying that one. Blah, blah, blah.
That's pretty good.
What a bore.
Now, the bust.
You know where the...
Yes, Mirverna has it.
Are you sure?
Yes.
That can't be right. She's my... I mean, she doesn't seem to be the type.
She's your informant, you was going to say. It's in her cupboard. Go check it out.
I don't believe you. But I'll have to check it out anyway. If you are right, there will be hell to pay.
Yeah.
You will have to come along. Can you tell me where Armand Christoph is hiding?
No, but I must come along with Hieronymus here. That's one hell of a name, by the way. Let's see what happens.
Hey,
this citizen is
what
accusing
are you doing?
of stealing the bust of Lethasa from Cheydinhall.
Yep.
I even found the bust in your cabinet. What do you have to say?
Fool. You've just exposed me to the Thieves Guild. That citizen is actually the guild member that was hired to do the theft.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Regrettably, I have no further use for you. If what I heard is true, you are the thief. If what you say is true, the Gray Fox knows you are my informant. Either way, it's over. You didn't really think I'd trust the likes of you for very long.
But I've been loyal to you. I've reported everything that Armand has done. You can't just toss me aside like a soiled cloth.
Yes, I can. You are under arrest for the theft of the bust of Lathasa Indaris, Countess of Cheydinhall. Come with me.
All right, Hieronymus Lex found the bust I planted. Now all I have to do is report to Armand. Unfortunately, I'll have to wait until the next midnight for him to return.
Get out of here!
Oh, rude. So, can I have this house then? Oh, yep. Can I talk to her?
What do you want?
I'm not going to ask us about this. What can you tell me about the city?
People in the city, they get stuff and forget to pay. So I help them remember. You talk to them, lean on them a bit, and they remember right away.
What is that supposed to mean?
I'm done talking to you.
Hieronymus.
Unless you have word of the Gray Fox, my time is limited.
No, I'm good. Oh, what can you tell me about the city?
Never compromise. Never blink. Never wink at injustice. Never quit trying to make this a better city for everyone.
All right, that's very intense of you. What rumors might you have?
The Emperor is dead.
Yes.
And so are his heirs. We're a legion without a leader. The Blades were trusted with our Lord's protection. And they failed.
Yeah, they did. All right. Thanks.
If you run into trouble, come find me.
Okay. Cool. All right, they're both gone. I'm going to grab all the food. What's in the chest here? One lockpick. And is that her journal? Nope, that's a guide to Bruma. Oh, nope. Cannot sleep while trespassing. That's fine. That's fine. I didn't want to anyway. Calipers. I think memes have started to show up about why is everyone finding so many calipers everywhere? Grab the food. She's not going to need it. Wonder what her motivations are. Why was she informing on the Thieves Guild? Also kind of dumb. Why did Hieronymus actually believe she was the thief? Don't worry about it.
I'm here to relieve you. It's about time.
I heard there was some goblins around here recently. Awful creatures.
I
Goblins.
hunt those things whenever I can. Horrible creatures.
Take care.
Goodbye.
The guard is talking to the random outlaw. The outlaw's playing along. Okay. Do I have enough money to buy? Nope. Still not enough money to buy a house. Alright, well let's just chill out by the beautiful water. And the beautiful waterfront. 4 PM, so 6 hours takes us to midnight. No, it doesn't. That takes us to 10 PM. I can totally math. Oh, vampirism strikes again. Alright, Armand will hopefully be back. He is not back. It is 12:05, man. Yep, here he comes. Here he comes. When you're ready, sir. Okay, save game. Armand.
With your help, I uncovered the informant that had compromised the Thieves Guild.
Yeah, so we heard.
I used you in this matter with the Lathasa's bust, but I couldn't be certain that you weren't working with Mivrina. Here's the reward you were promised. Even though the bust is gone, you've earned it. I'm also promoting you to the guild rank of bandit, which will let you use Darji of Leowin as your fence.
Okay.
Good work.
Bandit is not really a title I would like to have. Do you have any new special jobs?
Sadly, I don't have anything for you. I only work with the less experienced guild members. You should go see Scriva in Breville from now on. You can find her at the Lonely Suitor Lodge. I wouldn't recommend bothering her at home, unless the door is unlocked.
Okay, so don't bother. What else can you tell me about Scriva?
Are you deaf? Didn't I already tell you she is in Breville?
Fucking rude. All right. Anything else you can say about the Grey Fox?
We don't talk about him in public. The Thieves Guild follows the Grey Fox. However, we make sure that most folks think he is just a myth.
Oh, I see that. Okay, thank you.
Shadow hide you.
Okay, Armand is no longer my primary contact. My new contract is Scriva, in the city of Breville. I can find her either at home or at the Lonely Suitor Lodge. I should ask her if there's any commissions. Alright. Oh, and I've already got the goal ticked off for... That means she will have something, because I went and handed in a whole bunch of stolen stuff. Okay, Breville. I have not been to Breville yet. Let's keep focusing on this quest line. We'll fast travel there. We'll do some exploration a bit later on. Okay, Breville. Welcome to the city of Breville.
What's this about?
What do you mean? What time is it? 4 AM. Why is there always a horse parked out the front? It's really weird. I keep seeing horses just left at the front of the city entrances. Is there another player in here who's just run on through? Oh, Scriva's house is locked. Okay. Where's your local Mages Guild then? I will use their facilities. Another reason why it's awesome to be a member of the Mages Guild or the Fighters Guild. They let anyone in, and you can use their facilities. Free of charge, including beds, and even some of the possessions. Is there any upgrades? Still Nova stuff. Jekyll Morden! A spoonerism your name is. Of the great Chicago Bulls player from the 90s. How are you doing? All of these are free for the taking, so I'm gonna grab these things. Jekyll, are you a fan of the Elder Scrolls series? Is there anything else in here? Food. Always take the food. I will make more potions off stream to boost our skill ups and give us more cash. And we'll take the free soul gems as well. Ooh, what's in there? Nothing. At some stage, we should start seeing more advanced alchemy stuff, but I think our character level has to be higher. So I think I've slightly out-leveled the alchemy skill because just pieces of meat just sitting on the shelf. It's fine. Oh, I do need another repair hammer actually. Because we're quite high level in the alchemy, but we can't make more advanced potions or more powerful potions until we get the better equipment. We can't get the better equipment, I think, until we level up a bit more. How am I enjoying the remaster? Dude, I am loving it. So I did a full playthrough of Oblivion using a lot of mods to try and remaster it with mods back in 2022. All of those live streams are on my YouTube channel gallery. So they're all there. I've spent the last couple of days, however, reverse engineering and trying to figure out how modding works. So I'll be releasing a couple of mods for this shortly, or very soon. I was hoping to have at least one ready tonight, but that did not happen. So I'm looking forward to doing more of that, because I think figured out most of what I need to figure out for the kind of mods that I do. So I'm excited to get that underway. Now the Mage's Guild, you can take a lot of stuff and no one seems to care. Which is kind of cool. Kind of weird, but we'll take it. Alright, let's do a quick repair. Actually, no, let's not bother with that. What do we need? We need Screever's house to be open, which, well, I don't know. Is it going to be just during the day? Let's see. What is my favorite Elder Scrolls game? Well, the standard answer for me would still have to be Skyrim, because not only did I play multiple playthroughs of Skyrim, which I did of Oblivion too, actually. I played a couple of playthroughs of Oblivion, but Skyrim for me, I enjoyed a lot of the mechanics and systems more. However, this remaster could give it a run for its money, because this is also very fun, and the writing is better in Oblivion than it was in Skyrim. But I'm biased, because Skyrim is where I first stepped into doing mod making. And that has changed my life a little bit, in that I discovered a passion and a talent there, and then I've been accepted into the creators program with Bethesda. So I've made a whole bunch of mods for Starfield. I have a couple of mods for Skyrim, and I intend to do more. And I look forward to doing some stuff for Fallout as well. My current laser focus is right now is on doing a couple of mods for this one, because I think it will be pretty cool. So yeah, it's a weird one. I like both of them, to be honest. I played Morrowind originally, like in 2003 or 2004. I think it was 2004. I didn't play very much though. From what I've seen of Morrowind in other people play, I'm probably never going to play it.
Hi there.
I know there's some weird...
How goes it?
Fantastic.
What's the word? Nostalgia that people have. I think a lot of the people that think they have the nostalgia for it would actually not like it so much if they were to play it now. It's pretty outdated and frustrating to play. Especially with the combat, and especially with the vague descriptions of where you need to try and go. Darius joins us. How are you doing, Darius? Darius, you like Oblivion and Skyrim, but more Morrowind was still pretty good. See, did you play and finish Morrowind? Look, I'm not, obviously not going to give you a hard time. I've known you for a while now. But I do have a suspicion that some people think they like it more, or say they like it more, because that's the cool thing to do. The cool thing to do is to like old school Oblivion and old school...
His wife, Asana, is beside herself with
old school Morrowind. Where's the fucking door out?
See,
that's the basement. Here it is. Out to Bravo. Like, it's a clunky game to play, dude. Combat especially is horrid. But having said that, like, I had a great... I played Morrowind for a couple of hours. That's the first game that I ever did... ever used any mods for. And that's what sparked my obsession with mods for using them, which then later fueled my interest in trying to learn how to create mods when I played Skyrim. So I can't hate on Morrowind. I mean, I did play it a bit. I liked it. It was kind of cool, the open exploration. But that storyline is really, really complex. Like, that is, like, heavy and very specific lore. Like, that's a lot to follow, the Morrowind storyline. Like, you got to be a hardcore nerd. Obviously, I'm a hardcore nerd, and my channel is literally called Nerdedness. But it's not accessible for a lot of players.
Good afternoon.
And I can't help but think that some people say they love Morrowind because that's impressive to say so or think so. But look, you know, I'm open to suggestions here. Darius, you don't have the Oblivion Remaster, but if the funds were available, you'd pick it up for sure. You can play it on Microsoft Xbox Game Pass on PC. So you can play it for like $10 a month, or your first month is free if you've never done it. So that's an option. But hopefully, yes, hopefully you can get the funds soon though, otherwise. And Jordan, Jackal Morden, you like Skyrim more. It was your debut into the franchise, and I think that's true for a lot of people, right? But you always liked certain aspects of Oblivion more than Skyrim, like the Dark Brotherhood is more awesome. The Thieves Guild quest line. I still remember how much it just blew me away when I played my first playthrough of Oblivion with no guides or anything. The story of the Thieves Guild with the Grey Fox is fantastic. And that really sparked my interest in these games. Unfortunately, you know, the writing in Skyrim, the side quests and stuff, look, they're still okay, they're still decent, but Oblivion's is better. And I think that people will enjoy the stories in Oblivion a lot more because the writing is better. And now it's very accessible. This is, you know, the jank and the old engine is gone. You've got the charming parts of the jank without the shitty parts of the jank for this game. I have seen a post on Reddit where people were, someone was saying, why is everyone hating on Skyrim all of a sudden? Because I think some people are now starting to realize why there is a love for Oblivion and why Bethesda is copying shit for getting weaker and weaker in their writing since Skyrim, Fallout 5 and Starfield. So interesting to see. Again, is that just people trying to be trendy, or is there some legitimacy to that? I think there's a bit of both. Legitimately, the writing has gotten weaker in Bethesda's later games, but some people just overamp everything in these franchises. So you haven't done the Oblivion Thieves Guild yet? Oh, dude. Well, I'm in the early phases of the Thieves Guild storyline. If you like the Dark Brotherhood storyline, you're gonna love this one. I think they're the two best storyline writings of any Bethesda game so far. Even more so than Fallout 3 or New Vegas. Like, really well done, I reckon. Even Darius says, yeah, Oblivion Thieves Guild, pretty good. By the time you played Oblivion, the graphics were just so bad, but you like the story. Yeah, that's it, right? The writing in Oblivion is genuinely better, and that is a very vertical broom. How have you stored your broom so perfectly? Can we tip it over? There we go. Oh, nope, it stood back up again. Alright. Alright, let's talk to Screever. Hello.
Ah, you are the new thief. I am your new doyen.
Yes, and I love the remaster's approach to Khajiit and Argonians. Although I might have to get the mod because people have ripped on, and now that I've heard about it, I can't unsee it. Female Khajiit, most of them have beards that can't be gotten rid of, and I have to admit I don't love that. If no one had mentioned it to me, I wouldn't have noticed, but now I notice it. And I think there is a mod that changes that, so I might have to get it. Jackal, you're no trend person. Skyrim instantly captivated you, and it will always have a special place in your heart. Look, me too. The exploration mechanics of Skyrim are fantastic. It's a great game. Obviously, it's the most modded game of all time. It is genuinely still a great game. Oblivion was a great game as well. This is a great game. There's good things about both of them. You don't have to pick one or the other. You can love both of them, and I love both of them. Very much so. Even Morrowind. Look, as much as I make fun of Morrowind, for me, Morrowind really showed and opened the doors to see what the potential is, what can be achieved in games, and that's what got my interest in this whole genre, this whole franchise. Bright, you noticed the beard straight up, did you? It's the first thing you noticed. Alright, Screever, we are here to ask about special Thieves Guild jobs.
I have a special request from the widow of a former fence in Leowin.
Okay.
As your new doyen, I am asking you to help her.
Okay.
A street scavenger made off with a ring that the widow Adarji values highly.
Right.
She is offering a reward.
Mm-hmm.
The guild frowns on freelance thieves. Are you willing to go to Leowin, find the ring, and get it back to Adarji?
Yes, I'll help out this poor widow.
This is good. Go to Leowin, speak with Adarji, and help her find her ring.
All right, off I go then.
Good hunting.
Okay, thank you. Oh, did I finally knock the broom over? Now it's fallen over. So, Drakel, that's a good take. You'll keep it in open mind. Yep, very good. Darius, Skyrim was really good. It's safe for you. It's a touch better than Oblivion, but that could be just the mods talking. Yes, so original Oblivion without mods is hard to play. But however, I also find that even unmodded Skyrim Special Edition is a bit hard to play, to be honest. So, but I'm biased because I love mods on all games, and nearly every game I play, I use mods. Alright, to Leia when we go. But it's okay to like all of them. They're all great games. I have had the, fantastic player experiences in all of them for different reasons. And they have touched me differently, both in my own personal development. Like Skyrim. That's the first game I ever tried to figure out how to do mods for. Now I'm one of the better known modders for Starfield, and I need to get back my attention onto Skyrim and elevate my presence once more there, right? Oh, that's loud. Yes. Oh, okay, very loud bells. Okay, so we find a beggar to talk to, right? That's what we got to do here. Oh, that's this guy.
Fresh game.
Darius, one big complaint about Oblivion was the gates really are kind of a nuisance rather than the Oblivion gates. Yes. So that's why my first major tip for anyone playing is to not do the main quest when you step out of the prison. You just save that till much, much later when you're really, really powerful and your character's like, oh yeah, wait, I was meant to deliver this amulet somewhere. That's the story arc, that's the approach. And that's why I have not touched the main story just yet. And Darius, your first intro to the series was Elder Scrolls 2. You played Daggerfall, really? So you've had a few hours whirled away playing the various games. I have not played Daggerfall. I am unlikely to play it, even though there's a nice looking Unity port. I've watched another guy on YouTube play a fair bit of it, and his horrible time with it. I'm not doing that. But it was, again, a very impressive game that had procedural generation for every single dungeon and the open world. Really well done.
They say a whole island.
And just a massive, massive world map. Very realistically sized world map.
The world wasn't crazy enough already.
So I've heard.
They say that when you murder someone,
the scallywag.
I'm only asking for enough to feed me kids.
You don't have any kids, but have a coin.
Thank you, kind sir.
Adarji is who we are here about.
I know of her. What's it worth to you?
About 5 coins?
She lives on the west side of town. She's fond of the Three Sisters Lodge in the evening. Takes her midday meal at the Five Claws.
Right. And what else?
She lives on the west side of town. She's fond of the Three Sisters.
Right, cool. All right, thank you.
Blessings of the shadow upon me.
The Fighters Guild is...
Isn't that every Elder Scrolls? Get through the tutorial section, you immediately do all the side quests, and then remember 200 years later there's like... Exactly, right, yes. Exactly. And in most of the Elder Scrolls, what's the character origin for Daggerfall, right? Because Morrowind, you're a prisoner. Oblivion, you're a prisoner. Skyrim, you're kind of a prisoner again. Like, that's their thing. Is it the same for Daggerfall? I mean, my character arc, my character headcanon always works to the fact that you've been wrongly imprisoned, rightly or wrongly, but in my case, I say wrongly imprisoned. So having to deal with get out of jail You go and do all the shady dealings first. Then, as you level up, you become heroic, and then you get back to the side, to the main quests after a while. It's been like 30 years, so you got no clue. Yeah, that's fair enough. All right, Adaji, you're the widow.
Looks thievy to this one.
I look thievy to you.
Why does the prey approach me?
The prey? Well, I'm here about your stolen ring.
Yes, a filthy Argonian stole my precious ring.
Argonian?
It was a gift from my mate. It has sentimental value. I will pay well. The stupid lizard hunts with the name Amusai. Find him. Find my ring. Make him suffer. Kill him, and I will be pleased.
Kill him? Yeah, the guild frowns on killing.
Stupid guild rules. He's only an Argonian. He's less than human, and much less than Khajiit.
Wow.
If you must spare him, at least make him suffer.
So racist, all right.
Swift hunting.
So, Jekyll, I am from Melbourne, Australia. Where are you from, good sir? And we've got a few Aussies in the chat. A couple of Americans sometimes come along, such as our good friend Darius here. So, Amusai was the person who stole it. Amusai was the Argonian trying to get into the Thieves Guild when we started. We were effectively his competition. That looks like him standing over there. Does it not? Oh, Jekyll, you're in New Zealand. Awesome. Kiwi brother, how you doing? Darius, Daggerfall's map is 210,000 square kilometers, where Skyrim is 37 and Oblivion is 41. Yeah, I've seen a really interesting, like an info video where they scroll through different games and their map sizes and how they get bigger and bigger. And yeah, like Daggerfall was like the second biggest of all time with one of the space games. I'm not sure if it was meant to be Star Citizen. That hasn't actually released, so I don't know if that counts or something else. But that may have changed now, because that was before Starfield and some other stuff. Yeah, absolutely redonkulously huge world map. Amazing. Yeah, Daggerfall is huge, but a lot of it is procedurally generated. But it's fine. It works perfectly fine for that game. But I kind of like that aspect, because it's kind of realistic as to how big the lands and the place really is. Here's an observation for you, and I hope it doesn't ruin the game for you, but the cities in Oblivion are far better than the cities in Skyrim. Like, Skyrim is a much newer game, and it has much shitter cities, in my opinion. Every city you go to in Oblivion is believable. It feels legit. It's big. There's lots of houses. There's NPCs. Like, you're not going to explore every inch of it straight away. You go to Skyrim, some of them are barely a village. So you really need the mods to expand it. So that was a real downward step. I hope Elder Scrolls 6 restores the scale, the epicness, because the engine can handle it. They just need to put the effort in to build it. So why are we talking to the beggars again?
Please be generous, kind sir.
Where is Amusai?
I might know that. For a price.
Yeah, here's 10 gold.
The poor bugger was arrested. Seems he tried to swindle the Countess. He's rotting in a cell in the castle dungeon now.
Interesting.
It's common knowledge that the jailers can be bribed to allow visitors to see prisoners.
Okay, let's look at that. Anything else?
The poor bugger was arrested. It's common.
Okay. Alright.
Blessings of Akatosh upon ye.
Into Leyawiin Castle we go, to go and speak to Amusai, who's in jail.
It's a disgrace.
Silly bastard. And Daggerfall was released in 1996. Don't remind me, dude. Make me feel old. Although I never played Daggerfall, so at least I'm not that old, hey? Hey? Darius, it's true. Skyrim cities are pretty lacking, especially since many were separate zones and could be very easily expanded and improved. Yeah, exactly. Like, and the Imperial City, the capital of Cyrodiil here, that's well done. Each section's a separate loading cell and loading zone. Doesn't matter. It's big. It's believable. The scale is good. The balance of loading zones is fine. Starfield has issues with loading zones, not due to the vast number of them, but their inconsistency. Like, you try and go around Neon. Some of the shops are in the open, some of them are through a loading zone into a tiny little cell that should have just been out in the open. Anyway, hopefully Elder Scrolls 6 has some improvements. Hopefully they learn from all of this. Hopefully they do an Unreal Engine hybrid with Creation Engine like this. You get the best of both worlds. That will make a great game. And then they just need to sprinkle in some large language model LPC powered AI, like the Mantella Skyrim mod that uses ChatGPT to voice random conversations with NPCs. And oh, amazing, amazing. I see where we're coming from in regards to the cities and the villages of Skyrim. Yeah. And Skyrim NPCs were pretty decent, though, with the daily routines and interactions. They were, but as was Oblivion. The routines are pretty decent in Oblivion, and that's why, again, it becomes very frustrating that in Fallout 5, they dialed it down a little bit, but it was still okay. But in Starfield, it's non-existent. In Starfield, it's very stupid. You have the NPCs in the shops standing there 24/7 with no other lives. That's dumb. That's genuinely very stupid. Hopefully they'll either update some of that with some of the expansions, or the modders will. You'd love to see the cities be separate zones, but then have all the houses inside be explorable without loading zones. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, loading zones don't bother me too much if it's done right. So, you know, some houses need to be a loading zone, some don't. The current state of the creation engine can handle a lot more, so I think some could just walk on in, right? Or just look into the people's houses and the doors open. Yep. Or there was even a mod for Skyrim where you could peek through the keyhole. Some of those mechanics are very, very doable. All right. Do we need to... Right, can we just sneak on through? I think we can just sneak on through. Ooh, what's in the evidence? Probably empty. Yeah. That's where our stuff would go if we were to be... captured and jailed. Let's break into the dungeon. Speak to MSI. Kind of Dishonored, but yeah, Dishonored was awesome. Oh yeah, but Dishonored was not as detailed as Skyrim and Oblivion.
What do you want?
How did you end up in Leyawiin?
The Thieves Guild refused to take me, so I came here. Leyawiin is my home. It's where I was raised. I went to the Imperial City in hopes of joining the Thieves Guild. Now, I'm forced to live as a freelance thief.
And 3 freelance thieves don't get very far. Well, I need Adagi's ring.
Why should I tell you where it is? Here I sit in Leyawiin's dungeon while you are free. What will you do for Amusai if I tell you?
Can we bust him out? What if I give you a lockpick?
You do that for me?
Yes.
Maybe you guild types aren't so bad after all.
Yes.
Okay, it's a deal. Give me a lockpick, and I'll tell you about the ring.
Very good. Here you go.
Sunlit freedom. Yes, I stole that ring from Adarji. When I went to sell it, the fence told me I was too hot for him. He showed me an inscription on the inside, to Alicia. That had to be the Countess of Leyawiin. The damn ring was stolen property. Well, I figured I would ransom it back to the Countess. Except she tricked me. I was arrested for theft, and she kept the ring. The Countess rarely leaves the castle. Good luck getting it back.
So the Countess has it.
I owe you a debt of gratitude.
Yes, you do, MSI. Don't be a dick. Do good things for the right people. Can we sneak back out? Oh shit. Nothing to see here. Move along. Thought who's going to stop us? Off we go.
Fresh game. The Mages Guild seems more disorganized than usual.
What does their quest log say? The ring was inscribed with the name Alessio Caro, aka the Countess of Leowyn. Apparently he tried to sell it back to her. When he went to deliver the ring, he was arrested and thrown in jail. She kept the ring. It must be somewhere in the castle, assuming she's not wearing it. I'll need to find someone who can tell me exactly where. This might be a good time to revisit Adagi or the beggars. Alright, well, we're in the castle currently. Let's go get some information.
How are you?
Either Adagi or the beggars, hey? West marker says someone down this way. I do love the cities in Oblivion. Each city has its own design, its own theme, its own style. They are big enough to be believable. I hope they're even bigger in Elder Scrolls 6. What are we pointing at here? Oh, hello.
I'm only asking for a single coin.
Asking another one of the beggars.
The children will thank you for your help.
Yes. What can you tell us about the ring that's been recovered by the Countess Caro?
So, Alicia Caro has recovered her ring, and now you want to know where she keeps it so you can steal it back.
Yes.
My pockets are a little light at the moment.
Of course they
if
are.
you know what I mean.
Yes, here you go. Here's some 10 gold.
I don't know where she keeps the ring, but I know who does. Talk to Lidara Mothril, the Countess's handmaiden. She eats dinner in the castle at the 8th bell. You may have to sweet-talk her, but she knows all about Alicia Caro's habits and schedules. You should know that there are other secrets in that castle.
What kind of secrets? Ooh.
I've heard of a hidden torture chamber. They say that Count Marius interrogates Argonian immigrants from Black Marsh.
Really?
The servants whisper that the Argonians are dragged into the basement and never seen again. You should stay out of there just in case.
That makes me want to bust in there and bring some justice. All right, thank you, Rancid.
Blessings of Archaea upon you.
Redursha. Good information she has shared. Jackal, I'm a cool streamer. Have chill vibes and interact with the community well. Oh, thank you very much. Refreshing to be around like-minded folk. Oh, well, thank you very much again. Well, it's great to hang out with you as well. It's nice having some good, friendly people in the chat. I think that's what makes it, right? The community is what makes it go a long way. You have good people around you, brings out the best in everyone. Big Vito joins us. Hey, oh, here's some trouble. Speaking of good people, here is Big Vito. He has an awesome Twitch channel. He's a member of my stream team. He brought me into his stream team. And he's a prominent member and sponsor of our channels. Multiple, plural. So give him a shout out. Give him a follow on Twitch if you haven't already. Hey, hey. Oh, and the JL crew is here too. Another one of the stream teammates. Ah, see? Look at the goodness that Vito brings along. Yes, we are having fun today, finally. Had a bit of a rough start to the day today, but much better now, yes. So Vito, while you're lurking whilst watching a playthrough of Mass Effect. Who's playing through Mass Effect? I thought for a second it was you playing Mass Effect, because you haven't played it for a while, right? And Darius, relaxing before you bring your kid to work. put him to work, maybe, you know, capitalize on that, get some value, huh? Midnight Games is in Oz. Ah, awesome. All right,
You're
let's...
in good spirits today, my lady.
I am not a lady, but thank you. You appear to be stuck on the carpet or the chair. Either way, we want to talk to you.
I am Lidora Mothril,
Lady Leowin's chaplain and chief advisor.
And very
I
tall.
assist her ladyship so that her enlightened policies might achieve the greatest possible influence upon the affairs of County Leowin.
That sounds very snobby-like. So are you not who I'm looking for? What can you tell me about that Caro family ring?
Lady Alessia frowns on her staff talking about her personal life.
Of course.
You understand, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely I do. But maybe we can
Go ahead.
Do some chatting and persuading. The jail crew just started on this game, and you just got the castle. Oh, the Battlehorn Castle. I haven't done that yet. I was thinking of heading out there soon, actually. Maybe next session I might do that one.
That's pretty good. Not such an... Oh, please.
All right, there we go. What do we want to do? Rotate.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
That's pretty good. Not now.
All right, that was
Not
a
later.
bad roll.
Not ever.
Oh,
What? Gracious. Is that so? Not bad. Not bad at all.
let's keep working on this one.
Sure, that's cute.
Don't.
I salute you. Oh, please.
Pretty good.
That's
joke.
pretty good.
There we go.
That's
a good roll. Now she should be friendly. Now she likes us. What about the ring? Please tell us about this ring.
Countess Caro is so relieved to have the ring back. It's been
Interesting.
missing for many years. She wears it constantly.
Does she?
Well, not all the time. I mean, she puts it in her jewelry box for baths and at night. No proper lady would wear her jewelry to bed.
Of course. Of course not. Where would one find Alessia Caro?
Morning, she's at the town chapel. At the castle, she hosts the evening meal at 8. She retires sometime after 11.
11.
She travels to Coral on the Ides of every month. Don't even try to find her between the 15th and 17th.
Okay. Duly noted. And what about dark secrets and rumors I've heard about this castle?
Shh! It's dangerous to be heard talking about that! The Countess has a secret passage somewhere in the basement that leads to her private quarters. That's where the torture chamber is.
Interesting.
Sometimes I can hear the screams of the prisoners when I'm in my chambers.
All right, that's good to know. Thank you very much. I'll see you later.
I'm a lady calling.
What time is it in here? Oh, it's nighttime. She would have just gone to bed. Perfect. We want to therefore find our way into her chambers from the basement. How do we get into the basement? Is a basement? Yes, it is, and that is trespassing. So time to do a sneakity sneaks. All right, Davria's going to lurk for a while. No worries. JL crew, you think you need to use the term retires around the house, Dad? We'll be retiring to the gaming computer. I like it. Yes, that's right. It's very distinguished. It's very, very noble. Very, very present. Very authoritative. Hey, you're finally awake. I saw an awesome clip. I think it was on Reddit, was it? Someone did a clip. It's like, I don't know, he's like, dude, this game is ridiculous. There's talk about the remaster. This game is a buggy mess. What the fuck? And then you see this clip and like something happens where he sort of falls over or gets hit or something. The car bounces around and it keeps bouncing around and then it's bouncing around in the cart in Skyrim and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, hey, you're awake. Brilliant. Got us all hook, line, and sinker. Very well done. Alright, so we are creeping around the basement. I don't think we're going to find many good... Like, looting in this game, in the original and the remaster, is underwhelming. But I think it's deliberate so that you're not too overpowered or too rich by looting too many things, but... Steel Greaves. Nope. 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 Is it to the point where I usually don't bother looting very much at all, because I'm like, I'm probably not going to miss much. Whereas I think that's one thing Skyrim did do a bit better. I think the loot and the economy is slightly better in Skyrim. Ooh, that looks like a secret door if I've ever seen one. Now, what's going to be the... Ooh! Oh, I wasn't expecting to find it so quick. I'm like, oh, is there going to be a torch? Is there going to be a button on the bookshelf? No, it's a lever in a barrel. Yeah, and I did it twice, apparently. All right, let's try again. Weird delay to it for some reason. Okay. Here we go. Secret passageway. Who's keeping these candles lit, by the way? Ah, yes. That's, yeah, your first VR experience from Skyrim went. Ah, see, I am yet to play Skyrim VR because I don't have any VR equipment. But I did buy it, and I've never played it. Same with Fallout. And I'm tempted to look into it, but it's a lot of effort to set up, especially with mods and everything, but it could be good. And to J old crew, you thought food was a big need. You was hoarding so much, then found out not so much. Yeah. I'm actually trying to tinker with a potential basic needs mod for Oblivion Remastered to actually make food a bit more useful, not just potions. Alright, this is a big torture chamber. Why do they have such epic torture chambers? Anything good in here? Oh yeah, we got the skeleton key. That's my second biggest tip for playing this. Silver Warhammer. Ooh, that is very heavy though. I'm not picking that up. That is too heavy. Too heavy. Yes, so my number one tip for playing Oblivion is don't do the main quest. As soon as you're out of the tutorial area, you don't even think about the main quest until much, much later in the game. My second biggest tip tends to be don't look too much into guides and specifics because you don't want to get things spoiled for you. You just want to explore and do the game. It's you know, the game's not hard. You can play through it and just have a good time exploring. You don't need to have the most optimal gear at all times. Sure, very good. However, my third tip is get the skeleton key. Level 10. Level 10 is what you need to be, and there is a shrine here. This is where you want to go. Makes the whole rest of the game a lot more enjoyable because the lockpicking mechanic in Oblivion, both the original and the remaster, is hard. I hate it. Elder Scrolls Online has the same style with the pins. That's a lot more accessible. This one is just fucking hard. But I prefer the Skyrim and Fallout versions anyway. Yeah, that's my only slightly spoilerish tip that I give people. Oh, another good tip, though, is to do what we did at the start of this session tonight, and is to go to Aleswell. Do the quest there. It's very quick, and it gives you a place you can sleep and store stuff. Oh, we got another secret door. We sneaking into... We're still not into the chambers yet. Interesting. Anything good in here? But yeah, that's probably the only really semi-spoilerish things that are worth looking into. There's, you know, I could hint at other places that are worth going and checking out, but yeah, you'll eventually do it all anyway. If you're a mage-focused character, you can get access to spellcrafting early by using one of the DLCs. It's more immersive to play through the Mages Guild quest first, though. There's a DLC tower added that can bypass that, but you gotta have a lot of cash. You gotta have enough money to pay for the stuff to do it that way. Whereas if you do through the university, the Arcane University, there's no cost. All right, surely we must be getting to the chambers, because I remember there being a lot of guards that patrol around, so You want to be careful not to be seen. And I've just remembered now, I still don't have invisibility potions because I didn't make any, buy any, and I've used them all in a previous gig. Lots of locked doors though. Alright, there she is. That looks like a lockbox. Yoink. Adari's ring. Yoink. A base ring of feather. That's going to be... Well, I'm probably not going to use that, but we might disenchant it anyway. Divining the Elder Scrolls. Is that a note? Someone trying to actually understand and read the Elder Scrolls? Of night, the Elder Scrolls themselves can pierce the veil. They offer a view of the flux of time itself. The prophet who reads the scroll sees one version of what might be. Another prophet might have a different vision with equal veracity. The price for insight is the reader's sight. He is struck blind and... Yeah, so that's a good question. Does anyone else watching understand or know much about the lore of the actual Elder Scrolls for which this entire franchise is named after? Let's do a cheeky little vampire feed. And quick save. And can we pickpocket anything? That's some gold. I like gold.
What do you think you're...
Ah, fail. Save scum. The JL Crew, you think Pierce the Veil is a band name? Sounds very familiar. It's an awesome sounding band name.
What do you think you're...
Oh, man. I don't know if I'm just bad or this game is just biased against me, but I have had such terrible luck trying to do pickpocketing. I've got it. Let's see what we can steal here.
Filthy
pickpockets. Give us the goods. Come on, Countess.
Pickpocket!
Oh, no way you detected that. I thought I had pretty decent sneaks, because it's just based off your sneak skill. What is my sneak skill? $64. Oh, maybe it's not as good as I thought it was. Alright. Startled. Come on, give us one more save, scum. Give me the cash. We need the cash so we can buy the waterfront house and actually sleep and hang out. That got it. Oh, jury box key we could have pickpocketed. Alright, anything else in here worth stealing? Ooh, nope. These are all novice. We need journeyman or something. Alright. And that's got nothing. And that's got nothing. Alright, let's get on out of here. So yes, the Elder Scrolls are not well understood, which makes for very convenient writing, I guess. But also kind of cool and mystical. So the Elder Scrolls are typically kept... That's not where we want to go, but, you know, maybe it is where we want to go and have a little look-see look. Oh, that goes back out into the hallways, I'm assuming, that are patrolled with guards everywhere. That is where it wants us to go, though. Oh, what's in here? Ooh, the... I remember being in here. Whoop. We have another quest that comes back here at some point? I don't know, we'll take the magic scrolls, because they're just kind of handy. Oop. And that's where the servant... We bust the chest open, but... I wouldn't steal from her, though. Not gonna steal from poor folk. Only steal from the rich. Alright, let's walk out through... Let's cast the... Yeah, Clairvoyance does say to go that way. Alright, let's try it. See if we can get out without getting guards spotted. Oh, that looks like it actually worked. Where the hell are all the guards? Not that I'm complaining. Alright. Open courtroom. Literally no guards in sight. Whoop, there's one. Who's looking at the... Oh, there's another one. Greetings, yes, hello, sir. So yeah, the Elder Scrolls, they are typically stored somewhere in the Imperial City. They're very mystical, right? So they talk about history's past, present, and future. Kind of got some foreshadowing there of like the TVA or some such from the Marvel Universe. Ooh, Adagi's house. We can go turn it in. But because time itself is always flowing and changing, including events, they always flow and change. Different people reading different Elder Scrolls will catch glimpses of different pasts, presents, and futures, all of which are actually true. It's not like it's lying. The other thing that's really weird is every time they've tried to do a stock take and count the number of Elder Scrolls they have stored, the number is always different. So the Elder Scrolls themselves seem to appear and disappear all the time. They are truly, truly very mystical things. And of course, it was also hinting at those who read the scrolls are typically instantly blinded and go insane. The moth priests that actually train to try and read them more slowly go blind, but they do go blind, but they do have the mental fortitude to be able to handle reading what they read and seeing what they see. Very cool, very mysterious. Just busting all the chests open that we come across. Not really going to steal from Adagi, I don't think, because, you know, it'd be very suspicious that she suddenly loses some possessions upon talking to a Thieves Guild person who was doing a contract for her. So this is where the loading zones do get annoying. I'd rather just have one loading zone for the entire house or building. Modern versions of the engine can handle it. Maybe Oblivion originally struggled. I don't know. Here she is. Num 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 num. Oh, I didn't feed on the countess. Should have done that. No, we're not pickpocketing. Daji, wakey wakey. Hello? Hello?
Why does the prey approach me?
The prey has your stupid ring.
Does the hunter have this one's ring?
Wait, are we the prey or the hunter? Amusu tried to sell it back.
Amusai tried to sell it to Alicia Carroll? Stupid lizard. Adachi used his ring much more wisely. I use it to collect and sell information. That ring can be used to read private messages the Count writes. Get me that ring. Steal it from Alicia Caro if necessary. Just bring me the ring. I will pay double.
Gonna pay double now, alright. Well, I want to have a quick look at the ring.
I think you should leave.
Yes, we are trespassing. What does the ring do if we show details? It doesn't say. Alright.
Why does the...
Alright, I have the ring.
Does the hunter have...
Here is your ring.
My ring. All thanks to the claws of the clan mother. You have recovered it. Is that slimy Argonian dead? Did he suffer long? I hope so. You have earned the reward. The Thieves Guild was always good to Adarji's dearest mate.
Okay.
I am grateful that the memory is still honored.
All right. Done.
Swift hunting.
200 gold gained. Are we going to be followed? Yeah, we're going to be followed. Because we need to... We are technically trespassing, so if we're not careful, we can get the guards called because of the... It's the way the game works. Alright, we're out, Adaji. We're out. No more warnings needed. Both in Oblivion and Skyrim, though, if you become friendly enough with someone, sometimes it does mean that you can stay in their house and take their items with it not being stealing. If you've got a high enough disposition with them. All right. Now I have to do is report back to Scriva in Bravil. Alright, well, I guess we will fast travel because I'm not running all the way back there. And that's going to have us finish up shortly as well. Right, Scriva, our current doyen, or handler. Thieves Guild handler. Here she is. Hello.
You have returned?
We have indeed.
Good work. You are truly an asset to the guild. I will make sure the Grey Fox himself hears about this.
Okay.
I am promoting you to Prowler. Congratulations.
Okay. Much better than Bandit as a title. Excellent. Alright, we are probably not going to do any other special jobs for tonight. Thank you.
Shadowhide the Hunter.
Yes. Oh, we have... Okay, we've done enough thieving to continue. But I'm out of time for the stream session this evening, so I think we might save there. Next session, I think what we'll do is we'll tackle some more Thieves Guild stuff. Maybe a bit more action. We didn't have much combat tonight. Maybe we need to have a bit more action and exploration in ruins or other random side quests. Not sure. Not sure. I'm open to suggestions. What is it that you want to see more of? Do you not really care what I do? Do you get bored if there's too much dialogue and sneaking? Do you find it all interesting? Yeah, let me know your thoughts. But we are going to finish up for this evening. Apologies, we are a little bit shorter tonight. We started late as well, which didn't help. But our next session will be in 2 days' time. That's when we shall continue this awesome saga and try and get a bit of pace to it, hopefully, to keep it interesting. Jaikal, you're happy with anything? Oh, I'm glad to hear. Thank you very much. I think there's a lot of content to still partake in this game, considering... Well, I'm still very early in the playthrough, only level 15, which is pretty low. But there will be some stuff to do, both for DLC content, main story content, and then all the hidden quests and side stuff. We might tackle some more hidden quests soon if we can, actually, because some of them can get locked out when you do certain other side or main story quests as well. However you want to immerse yourself in the game, you're sure all down for whatever. Oh, that's great to hear. Thank you very much. Well, I do like to try and keep it at least somewhat entertaining, though, because too much dialogue, I think, does get boring to watch or listen to. But then too much combat and exploration gets repetitive as well. I try and get a balance. I try and talk about the lore, if people are interested in lore. I can talk your ears off about mods and modding experiences with my experience. Because that's all potential stuff we can look to do in the future. Anyway. Thank you very much to everyone who's come along to hang out tonight. Thank you all who have chatted to myself and chatted to each other. Obviously, a big shout out and thank you to our subscribers and Patreon sponsors and our community members as well. You guys are absolute legends. Links to my Discord are in my Twitch profile. They're also in the description below if you're watching on YouTube. I would love it if you could share my YouTube channel or clips if that's what you like. Maybe you've got some friends that like it as well. That can help me grow also. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around for a few minutes, as let's go and find someone to raid to give them some hype and some buzz and some energy. Let's do something like that. Jaikal, it's been awesome to have you hang out with us tonight. Thank you for coming along as well. But for now, this has been Nerdedness. I have been Shade. You have all been awesome. I look forward to hanging out with you again very soon and exploring more of the awesome world that is Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion.
For 65 years I have ruled this empire. Generals and kings have knelt at my command. But a darkness comes The blood tide rises. These are the closing days of the Third Era. And the final hours of my life.